satisfaction guaranteed. Welcome to the Home Show. Loyal to your business and family. Welcome to the Home Show.
What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your resident online mortgage lender, Robert Lewis, back at you with this week's Home Show. I got some bad news for you guys. I say guys twice because it's real bad news. My colleague, my partner in crime, my co-host, he's fallen ill. You guys pray for him, man. Michael Rip Taylor, aka Kels, of the Live 100-fold team, won't be with us again tonight. Pretty much this week told him that, he needs to go ahead and get back on his feet, man, because he's not doing well. So you guys keep him in prayer. And Kels, if you're watching, man, hope you're getting your rest, man, so you can get back on your feet. I'm going to hold it down. With that said, I want to remind you guys that my preferred credit repair partners, and I don't want to say credit repair, I need to stop saying that, credit restoration, credit education team over at live100fold.com. If you guys are having any issues or anything of that nature, reach out to them, www.live100fold.com. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get into their commercial as I get ready to prepare for the show. You guys stay tuned. Check it out.
It's not a company, it's a lifestyle. Everything we're doing has been really from the heart, for our people, for our families. At the end of the day of everything, it's not about nobody's money. It's about just educating and helping the people. We genuinely want each person touch somebody. So when we speak it, we really speak it from what we're experiencing and from what we're going through. Kendall, he came on board with everything, glued it together. Me and Keontae was all over the place. He brought it together. We all joined together, and we all got the same vision and goals. And that's the difference between somebody else's company. You're coming to somebody personally dealing with you. Like I tell you all the time, we're not just working for somebody. We're not an agent. This is our company that we're building from the ground up. It's not a company. It's a
Oh, there you have it. I was going to run it again, but that's my team for you all. If you're needing some help, some heavy lifting, or if you just don't have time to do it, the team over at live100fold.com, and the face, the voice, the one that you see all over the place, Michael, or Kels as we call him. But there's also Keontae and Kendall on the back end, making sure they get things done. So reach out if you want to get something like that going as far as your credit is concerned. So without further ado, per the topic, per the flyer, the thumbnail, I want to talk to you tonight about what you should do before you apply for a home loan. Okay. And if you do these things, I guarantee, and they tell you not to guarantee anything, but I'm going to guarantee you something tonight. I will guarantee you that your lender, hopefully that's me, or whoever that is, will say, you know what? These folks are prepared, right? And I'm going to guarantee that you will get the best service that's available if you're dealing with the right outfit, because you will have the information that they need. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay. Bam, here we go. The first thing that I want you to make sure you do or have are your tax transcripts. Okay. Somebody say that for me. Whoever's watching, type it in, play along. Say tax transcripts, or your W-2 and 1040 transcripts. All right. And the way you get those items is from the good old IRS, irs.gov. You can go there, type in, get my records or my transcripts, as you see here on the screen. Okay. And I'm talking to self-employed borrowers as well as W-2 employees, but you want to make sure, if you're a W-2 employee, you want to make sure you get your W-2 transcripts for the 2 most recent years. So if we were talking today and you were going to do this, that would be 2018 and 2019. And while you're there, you might as well go ahead and grab the 1040s, the actual returns that either you submitted yourself or your tax preparer or your accountant. You might as well grab those items just in case you have to submit them after your application. I cannot tell you the number of times that someone does an application, be it online, face-to-face, which I don't do, but when I used to have an office and we face-to-face, folks would come in and, they bring stuff, and inevitably 2 or 3 times, or 2 or 3 of those applications, some other information or other situations would pop up to where the income was not what we could use. So one of the main pain points or stopping points for people when they're wanting to apply for the loan, everybody complains about the documentation. Here, we want you to put your big boy and big girl shoes on and know and understand that this is a lot of money that you're borrowing, and I'm preparing you in advance to be successful in the application. So we're going to grab the W-2 and 1040 transcripts. Regardless, on the business side, you can be a sole proprietor all the way up to a C Corp. Okay. You need that documentation, right? Now, moving right along. The second thing I want you to have is your social security card. Okay. And you might say, well, hey, Robert, where do we get the social security card? I was amazed. I still am amazed and shocked at the number of people that don't have the social security card, or they have one that looks like it's been washed and ran over 7,000 times and you can't verify the number. You got to have that documentation. You ask why. I'll tell you why. It's not because I want to see it. It's because he that has the goal makes the rules. And one of the things that we have to verify is that your social security number belongs to you. Why? Somebody somewhere committed fraud. Okay. And there's no need to lament and waste a lot of time about why. I'm telling you, you need it. And so you might as well get prepared before you even apply, before you reach out to a realtor. These are the things that you need, okay, unless you're paying cash and you have that in hand. And there's still things that you need if you're paying cash, right? You have to source and proof those funds. But I digress. Talking for those people that need to apply for a loan. So just recap real quick. Number one, your tax transcripts, 1040s, and the corresponding W-2s for the most recent 2 years, and your social security card. If you don't have it, you can reach out to the Social Security Administration. You see the website here online, and get that information so that you can be prepared. Okay. For those that are watching, if you like this information and you think it might help somebody, share. You know what they say, sharing is caring. And I would be remiss and negligent if I didn't tell you how to follow us and keep abreast of what it is that we're doing, so that you know whenever we come on, either you're going to watch it live or you can watch it on demand. See the banner below. As I move forward, okay, and let's do this. As I move forward, we'll take that off the screen for now, and we're going to get into number 3, because I don't have a website for number 3. Number 3 is in reference to your employer, okay? We have to verify your income. Well, Robert, I sent you my pay stubs. You did. And you did it correctly. They were in a PDF format, and I had the full breakdown, not just the pay stub, but the itemization of your pay, taxes, and if you have any other deductions that are coming out, i.e. child support. You'd be surprised. The goal isn't to fool the loan officer and get into application. The goal is to close your loan, and we are going to find out. So if you do these things up front, if you have child support and things of that nature, we're going to find out. So we might as well find out up front and underwrite accordingly to see if we can get you what it is that you desire to have. But you say, hey, I submitted my pay stubs. You did. And we still have to verify your income. You can't do it. We have to do it. Third party verification, written verification of employment. So you may as well reach out to your employer, your HR department, because most employers now, they don't do stuff like they used to back in the day. I guess they don't have anybody sitting in the back, crunching the numbers and filling out verifications of employment. But they've outsourced this function. A lot of employers have, to places like The Work Number and places like that. Okay. And so all you have to do is reach out to your employer and say, hey, I'm getting ready to buy a house. And I know, because I've been listening to my online resident mortgage lender, Robert Lewis, NMLS license number 180100. I just kind of feel like that tonight, y'all. Y'all ride with me. And he's told me, he's prepared me that this is what I'll need. Okay. So I need you to give me the procedure, the instructions, so I can relay that to him or her on how they can request a written verification of employment. And guess what? We're going to verify it again 5 to 3 days, depending on whatever the guidelines are at the time before you close. Okay. Because Rona's out here, right? And you may have gotten laid off from the time we said we can lend you the money to the time we're going to send you to the title company to consummate the deal. Okay. So there's a lot of verification, and I just gave you 3 because between me and you, we got some heavy fraud reports and things of that nature that we run. So the deal is this, guys, until you get the keys, you need to adhere to the things that I'm telling you, because I want you to win. With that said, it looks like we got a comment. And so I don't want to be rude. Let's see if we can highlight the comment. It might be a question. Actually, it's a question from one of the esteemed members of the community. How you doing, Mr. Holmes? Anybody looking for real estate, residential real estate, especially in the DFW, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you need to holler at Mr. Holmes. He's the truth. And he asked, what do you need for a realtor and an independent contractor? What do you need for a realtor and an independent contractor? So I'm assuming you're talking from the mortgage side, Darius, and the qualification. So what we need, and that's an excellent question at this time, especially in COVID times that we're in, but I'm going to need your tax returns, the ones that you filed for the most recent 2 years. Okay. And I'm going to pause there, because if you don't have a 2-year tax history, then I can't do anything for you. Okay. And that's even with my non-qualified mortgage products. But so let's say you have those 2-year tax returns, and then we're going to need a year-to-date P&L, profit and loss statement. And then we also have new guidelines that just came out, Darius. I'm also going to need your most recent 3 months bank statements, okay, for the business, because we're going to look to make sure that your income real time, within the most recent 3 months is commensurate with that P&L, that profit and loss statement. Okay. And so for those that have been in business 5+ years, and I spoke about this before, and you haven't, filed taxes for whatever reason, if we can document that you've been in business for that 5 years, right? And you say, hey, Robert, I want to buy a house 2019, but I haven't filed 2018. I can say, you know what? We can qualify you with 1 year, 2020's tax returns. We could qualify you as long as you have those filed 1 year, and I can prove you've been in business for 5, but I'm still going to need that P&L, right? For the year, profit and loss, year to date, and your most recent 3 months bank statement, so I can verify and we can validate and make sure your income is still in line with what that P&L is saying. Darius, if I answered the question, man, please give me a thumbs up or let me know in the comment section. But that is a very good question, because we do have a lot of business owners out here. And even today, talk with some folks that have just recently gone from a W-2 environment to a 1099. And I call all businesses 1099s, or if you're complicated or sophisticated, if you could be a C Corp. But if you switch from that W-2 to a business environment 1099, you got to have 2 years. Okay. Got to have the 2 years. Right. And so you want to watch that. And that's why you want to have the proper team and plan and strategize, i.e. that's why I'm doing the video tonight. And Darius says, yes, sir. We hit that on the mark. So thank you, brother. Thanks for stopping by and asking excellent questions, because I know it helps the community. So just to recap real quick, number one, W-2s and transcripts from the IRS.gov. Okay. Number two, your social security card. If you don't have it, you can reach out to the Social Security Administration and get one. Okay. Number three, the process in which your employer, if you're a W-2 employee, how to verify, how your lender needs to verify or go through the process to get a written verification of employment, and prior to you closing, a verbal verification of employment, right? The number four thing, okay? Download, right? Download a copy of your bank statements, the most recent 60 days. Most banks, I don't know if you guys tell me, shout me out in the comment section. What bank are you guys dealing with that doesn't have an online presence today? Okay. You guys, I'm trying to get you there. It's here. Got to learn how to do it. Right. So you log on to your bank, you either download a copy of your bank statement, all pages. If you have a statement that says 1 of 5 pages and you only send 3, that's not a complete statement, and we're going to ask for it. Okay. So again, you can throw a tantrum, or you can listen to what I'm telling you tonight, and you could be prepared. So you download those statements. Okay. And in a PDF format, the most recent 2 months. You also download your pay stubs, the full pay stubs and the description. I just mentioned that, right? And your 401ks. Now, if you're a teacher or something of that nature, there's certain 401ks that we don't need, because you're not able to assess those monies into retirement. But if you're with an employer or something of that nature, and you have scenarios in which you can tap into your 401k, again, we need the entire 401k statement, the most recent quarter, if it's issued quarterly, or if it's issued monthly, the most recent 30 days to get a snapshot. And here's something else I want to help you guys with. Stop worrying about loans that you might have on a 401k, because we do not count the payment against you. That's your money. You're borrowing it. Don't care. Okay. So if you have a 401k and you want to tap into it, or if you have borrowed money from yourself before and you have payments, you don't have to worry about those payments. Those don't go against your debt to income ratio, but they can help bolster an approval, because it can show that you have reserves. Okay. After the closing, you have some monies, right? There's a lot of folks that are dealing with forbearance now, and I'm not piling on, but that's why I'm always lamenting about not letting someone talk you into buying a home if you don't have any money, because nobody knew COVID was coming. I digress. Let's keep moving. Number five, create a Gmail account. It's free. Why would I create a Gmail account, Robert? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked, because all those things that I aforementioned, I'm asking you to download them in a PDF format, an electronic, a data format, where you could keep those for free online. Okay. Because here's the deal. I want you to start shopping. You need to at least look at 2 lenders. And I'm game. I like some competition. I'm ready to compete. You feel me? Not cocky, confident. So, and I'll tell you, because it happens very rarely, but I'll tell you, if someone has a better deal, I'll let you know. But the reason I want you to download these things is so that when you apply, there's a big misconception that you got to stick with that one lender, because people try to scare you. the boogeyman. You can't go anywhere else. Well, the CFPB was created, and you just pull up their website, the CFPB.com. They got a lot of great information on there, right? It's free. And why would we, or would the bureaus penalize you if they want you to shop? Okay, makes no sense. So a lot of times we don't want to shop because we don't want to go through the application process again. Or if we have our ducks in a row, all our documentation, then we think the credit score is going to drop. Well, fun fact, if you have like for like mortgage inquiry, say you apply with me today and somebody down the street at the end of the week, it's looked at as one inquiry. Most of the time, if you apply and the credit score comes down some, it's not because of the mortgage inquiry. It's because collections, right? Some of you guys are, you're scared and you come out from high and you do an application, and all these folks that you haven't paid, they've just been waiting for you to buy a house. And then they start putting those collections on the credit report. That's why you need to get with my team, right? Over at live100fold.com before you even reach out to me. And here is the proper order. Okay. To all my agents, no disrespect. If you have credit issues, and as Michael Rip Taylor from Live 100 Fold will tell you, if you have a 675 or lower, that's bad credit. And that's really the truth. So I'll let you decide, because technically, okay, as a lender with VA loans, there are no minimum credit scores. And if I can get an approved eligible on an underwriting software, and I'm doing one now, 550 middle score on a VA home loan, because I have access to not just banking products, but broker products. But the price is going to be higher and they're going to pay a little more. And if you understand that and you're cool with that, cool, right? But if you have credit issues or challenges, you should get that right first. Then if you need to borrow money to buy the home, you need to come holler at me or a lender. And then once you've been properly approved, you've submitted all this information, we've vetted your income, verified your income, credit is in order, you understand what you can afford. Now you go to the agent with your approval letter and you can shop with confidence. That's the order, okay? That I recommend. Got another comment or question? Let's see here. Living in Dallas, Mr. Holmes says, apply/shop within 10 days. I believe for it counts as one inquiry. And actually it's 45 days, Darius. If you look at the CFPB and the Fair Credit Reporting Act, with the creditors and things of that nature, technically you could go 45 days and look at different mortgage companies, and that mortgage inquiry is looked at as one inquiry. But again, a lot of people's credit was marginal anyway, and you got folks that are, past creditors and stuff, they watch these credit reports, and whenever you pull a mortgage inquiry applications within a month and a half, 3 different inquiries, and the credit score never changed, right? So point I'm trying to make is shop, okay? I mentioned this last night when I came on. Too many times as a first-time home buyer, you're anxious, you're thirsty, okay? That's really why realtors and things of that nature like first-time home buyers, because you just you said I could get a house, and then that's the person that you stick with. And no, I'm not, not on, I am on license holders. I'm not on real, because, I know folks like Living in Dallas, Shawnee Daigle, Patricia Mack, Lisa and David Flores, folks that I rock with. They're realtors, they're professionals, right? But you got a lot of these Instagram folks, and they showing you the big houses and cars and things of that nature, and a lot of times you get got. It's just the truth of the matter. So we want to prepare you for those that can hear, because I told you I have a big audacious goal, 2021. I want to double my production, right? I want to help 240 families right here in Texas, but I lend nationwide. But the reason I'm highlighting Texas is because I want to help you guys that need help with down payment assistance, with the Texas State Affordable Housing Corporation grant, TSHAC. Look it up. Okay. I want to get in their pockets to the tune of $30-40 million. Why? Because a lot of you guys need it. A lot of you guys don't know it's available to you, right? And a lot of folks in my community, folks don't want to do those loans. Why? Not because of the color of your skin, but because they don't make any money. Real talk. Real talk. So I want to use it as a loss leader. I want to be different. That's a niche that I'm trying to develop, because, you know, I have clients in Austin, Travis County area. They making $100,000 a year and they can't afford the down payment due to student loans and things of that nature. Well, depending on where you are, you know, and I'm not going to give away all the tricks. That's why I say membership has its privileges, but I know how to get you in. So if you're in the market to buy a home, and I just shouted out some of my realtors that I mess with, and they within the Golden Triangle, right? Dallas, Fort Worth, living in Dallas. Living in Dallas, Darius Homes, DFW area, San Antonio, right? All the way down 35. We hit 10. Go over to Houston. I'm gonna throw Beaumont in there as well. Back up. I got pros. Professionals in different all them area codes, right? Y'all need to get with me. Okay. So if you want somebody that's really on your team and want to help you win, this is the year to get it. Because as I get back to it, rates are gonna go up. I don't think they're gonna go too high, but you know, might as well get that good money right now. You know what? Let me do something real quick. Y'all hold with me. Let me just show you. I'm gonna show you the program. It's nothing to hide. It's not mine. It's available. What you need to ask is, why didn't your lender tell you about it? You see what I'm saying? Let's see what the rates were today. And the reason I like this program is because it's a grant. It's free money. You don't have to pay it back, right? That's why I don't do the TDH or Seth and things of that nature. The fees aren't high. And again, the reason your lenders, a lot of them are going to those programs is because they make more money. Just facts. I'm using this as a loss leader. I've been blessed. I want to bless others. Let's see here. Let's see what T-Shack is rocking with, just to kind of give you an idea. Because whenever you're getting free money, man, the cost is in the rate more times than not. But let's see here. Let me blow this up and then I'll put it on the screen and then I'll move forward. Anybody got any questions or comments or anything? Go ahead and put it in the comment section while I pull this up. And I'm not gonna be before you guys too long today. But let's see here. Is it not gonna do it? Yeah, here we go. We're gonna have to do it like this. Let me jump back over. Bow, bang, bang. You can see that. So grant, see, that means free. Gratis. Okay. And there's a 3-year deferred forgivable second lien, but I want to focus on this, right? And 620 is the entry, right? But again, let's get those scores up. Get over with the team at Live 100 Fold. Let's get above 640, because we can get above 640, the costs are a little less. But look at these rates, man. 3% down payment assistance, 3% of the total loan amount, 2.875, 4%, 3 1/8, 3.125, right? 5%, 3.625. Okay. 2 years ago, if you get 3.625, you was walking around the office telling everybody, I got 3.625. You feel what I'm saying? So excellent money, man. Excellent money. And then for my conventional folks, okay, you got to have a 640. Okay. But basically an HFA loan, that's a home ready, a home possible loan. And the MI, the making it possible insurance, the mortgage insurance premiums are super low if you fall in the 80% or below annual median family income. Again, you guys got to get with me. And the best thing about this that a lot of people don't get, y'all say this with me. You down with MCC? Yeah, you know me. I'm down with MCC, mortgage credit certificates, but you can only get it as a first-time home buyer. And so anyway, anywho, just to recap, man. Number one, W-2s, 1040 tax transcripts, IRS.gov. If you don't have your Social Security card, you can get it from the Social Security Administration. Number three, you want to ask your employer how your lender needs to go about getting a written verification of your employment and income. Number four, you want to download, digitize all the documents that you can, right? Bank statements, pay stubs, 401ks. Another tip on this I didn't mention. As you're going through the process, just have it in your mind. Every pay period, I'm going to send that to my lender until I close. And every bank statement. Hopefully you're not going months. I've, all praise to the Most High. I've been able to keep a 35-day turn time even amid this environment. But that's just because I have a team and we have a system, and I like to educate you up front. Okay. And we're not wasting a lot of time. Okay. So, and then last and most definitely not least, create a Gmail account so that you're not giving up your primary email address. And so you don't get bombarded and things of that nature. You can document everything with Google Drive. Whenever you get a Gmail account, it comes with a suite. You get Word, the equivalent to a word processor, a spreadsheet, presentations, but you have a free online digital storage. I think it's up to 15 gigs. That's a lot. Could I teach free? And you can you could keep a dossier, not a dossier, but document and folders and things of that nature as you go through this process. And then when it's over, man, you could delete and get rid of it. Okay. So any questions, any comments before we get out of here? Again, you guys pray for my guy, Michael Rip Taylor of Live 100 Fold, live100fold.com. He usually comes on with me on Credit Tip Tuesdays because he's my credit education guy, and they help people, fix past credit deals and things of that nature. And then on Thursday, we come on and chop it up, just kind of like a freestyle type topic, and, chop it up with the community. So you guys pray for him because he's under the weather, and we want him to get back on his feet, man, and, get back as soon as he can. So you guys could follow him and what they're doing at www.live100fold.com. And like I said, I played the commercial for them earlier. So if you didn't see it, you could go back and scrub and watch it. So if not, I think that's it, man. Let me shout out Mr. Darius Homes with living in Dallas, Texas. You guys check out the YouTube. Awesome stuff. He is a professional when it comes to statistics and things of this nature. If I was selling real estate, I'd do the same thing, man. A lot of these agents can learn a lot from you, bruh. But if you're looking for that type of help or services, either reach out to myself or him. I'll make sure I get you in contact with him, and you will not be disappointed. So thank you for stopping by, D, and contributing with the show. And I guess that's it, man. So let's do it like this, y'all. My time is up, and I thank you for yours. As I always say, be good to one another. Let grace abound. And until the next time, peace. Y'all be blessed.